Hi, welcome to my channel on Ascension Science, in which I touch upon the expansion of consciousness. I'm Meredith Lego, and I am sharing information that I was able to channel from interdimensional or extra-dimensional beings. And today, I'm going to be sharing some information from a collective consciousness who I've been working with probably over the last couple of years now. And they're going to be touching upon the art of creation. So here's the message that I was able to receive. The essence of who you are is a tiny fraction of your being. You are a powerful co-creator of your reality. The act of creation comes by tuning into yourself. A sudden flash or idea will come to you. Pay attention to those moments, for they are the seeds of a germination to take root. Follow the path of germination by taking action. Any idea in the physical is only manifest into form through action. Precipitation comes with small ritualistic dedicated time to nurture your germinated seed into a fully formed tree. You have the power to do anything. Only fear of the unknown keeps you from realization. Time is relative. Take massive action now to plant the seed for change. So that was the message, and I've received this type of a message before, and it's just another reminder that, and I think it really connects to the message that I shared last week, which had to do with receiving information from light and how a lot of the information is really stored within your DNA. And simply tuning into your DNA, you're tuning into the quantum field. Oftentimes you're going to get information coming to you that way. You're pulling in information from the field when you have the right sort of codes, if you will, to unlock access to that information. Sometimes that can come in the form of a frequency that sort of creates the right frequency to unlock access to that information. But when you do that, they're saying don't second guess the information. Pay attention to those moments and don't dismiss them. They're coming in for a reason. And they're like little seeds that can germinate to take a root. And I think that's pretty interesting that the concept of seeds came up when weeks before, when I was channeling the other message. I was thinking about the concept of seeds as almost as a outcome of that particular message, which was having to do with just continuing to practice the idea of tuning into your DNA, because oftentimes, within a holographic construct, your DNA contains everything that ever exists, similar to how a seed contains everything that exists within, let's say, what's going to be coming with like a future apple tree or something like that. So then they brought up the idea again that, and this kind of goes back to a concept which I learned from Ascended Master Hilarion, is that we have an electromagnetic field around us, which is a torus field, if you will. It's a torus field of energy. And on the one end is a black hole, and on the other end is a white hole. The black hole is magnetic in quality, in the sense that it's pulling information in from the quantum field. And this exists not just around our body, but it exists at the quantum level of the cells and the atoms in our body as well. At the other end of the torus field is a white hole, which is shooting information out, if you will. And what he basically described is that this information, while it seems like it might be flowing sort of around you, oftentimes is flowing almost in an infinity around you. It's like an infinity of energy kind of flowing in and out, information flowing in and out, light flowing in and out, if you will, and therefore consciousness. And when you have an idea, you can sit on that idea, but the idea, the idea is to actually action it, push it from magnetic into electrical form. So in other words, you're taking an idea magnetically, and then you're bringing it to the world through what's, from potential energy to kinetic energy. So you're taking action on that. You have some sort of experience with that. You learn from that experience. You process and reabsorb the learning back into your beingness, into your soul, if you will. But what they're saying is that, hey, when you get these ideas, take the action. Any idea only manifests through action. And I think the other thing is the concept of precipitation, which is not a word that I've heard a lot. It was brought up a couple times by this group, but it's the concept that in creation, the best way to precipitate or create is basically to put time against it. So if you kind of think about the idea of working on a project or writing a book or working out or anything like that, they're saying just take small incremental ritualistic, which means repetitive, dedicated time to nurture your idea, your desire, and they call it a germinated seed. And by doing that, eventually, with that little bit of dedicated time, it'll turn into a fully formed creation, or a tree is what they're using in this particular case. And really, oftentimes when we have these ideas, it's only us that keeps us from doing it because of our own fears. So I know that I still experience that. I'm still working on that too, just like a lot of others. So that is our goal, is to let go of those fears so that we can take those massive actions from our inspirations. And usually they're coming in because they're meant to help guide us to something that's going to be in the best and highest good for our own soul's evolution and for the collective consciousness and humanity that we live and are a part of. So with that, I hope this, again, provides some more information for your journey. And I sure hope you have a great rest of your day or your weekend or evening, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.